Hey guys, MCU Collect here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Thor Love and Thunder Korg Build-A-Figure. This is an all-new wave that has not yet officially been announced but has been found in Walmart stores. In fact, Hasbro Pulse just announced this morning that they will be doing a fan-first I don't even know what day. April 19th. What day does that land on? April 19th is a Tuesday, Fan First Tuesday, where they will be doing a live stream to officially announce these figures, and then probably announce when the pre-orders will be going and all of that good stuff. So these popped up at Walmart somewhere in the Midwest, but they're popping up all over East Coast, now on the West Coast. My buddy Spawn Toys, he found it at Walmart. He went to one Walmart, I went to another one in the same town. He was able to get him at the one that he went to. I was not able to get the one that I went to, but he's a real good friend of mine, so he actually hooked me up with the wave. All I got to do is find him a set now, and I'm all good. But the Thor Love and Thunder movie figures, all MCU figures, 7 figures in the wave, 8 if you include Korg, and they are all movie figures. No comic-based figures in this wave whatsoever, and I'm not even mad at that. I kind of love that. Here we have the Thor figure. This is the 7th figure, so there is no Build-A-Figure piece here. That tends to happen when there's 7 figures in a wave. We get the Thor Love and Thunder movie logo. We got Thor down there, Legend Series. Potential spoiler warnings here. Mjolnir, as you can see, the logo up top is a cracked version of Mjolnir. That could be how Jane Foster gets her Mjolnir hammer. Build-A-Figure Korg up at the top. Side artwork of Thor. We've seen promo images for Jane Foster and Thor for quite a while now. In fact, the Figuarts versions have been solicited already. It's been kind of crazy that it's taken so long for us to get the official reveals by Hasbro. I thought it was weird that, Tamashii Nations was able to do that, not having a trailer or anything like that. So it's kind of interesting, but so many leaked images had been out there and whatnot. I guess it was time. Here is a look at the entire wave. You can see the Korg Build-A-Figure here, and then all 7 figures. You got Thor, Mighty Thor, Gore, which I already reviewed, King Valkyrie, Ravager Thor, Star-Lord, and Groot. So interesting wave because we get split, right? So you got the cast from the movie, and then you have more from the cast, but you get like the Guardians of the Galaxy portion there. I'm not sure how much of the film that's going to take up, but we shall see. Anyway, the bio for Thor reads, Thor unleashes the power of Stormbreaker to overcome any foe. Pretty generic, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's get this guy out of the package because he looks pretty good. It's bright color. It's a little bit different, but I'm kind of digging it. It looks really good. The metallic blue and the gold, it kind of works nicely, but let's see how it looks out of the box. Okay, and here's the Thor figure out of the package. You know what? I'm really, really liking this figure. It does something new that I think a lot of people are going to appreciate, and I'm just going to get right into it because it's really cool. This cape, it's a plastic cape, of course, but it's thin as hell. Look at that. It's super pliable. It's not super heavy and weighted down to where it's going to make him fall over or anything like that. Of course, certain ways it could make him fall over, but it's super thin. I mean, this is awesome. Look at that. None of these, like, thick-ass capes that you can't move around. It's like, and it's super heavy. This thing really changes it up. So that's the first thing that's cool. The next thing is he just looks kind of badass. Like, I get we're not used to the gold and blue, and the metallic blue is really nice. It's bright. But it's pretty damn cool. Having it in hand, it looks really, really good. I really like the size of it. From inside the package, at first I was worried that the legs seemed really small and unproportioned and looked weird. But no, I'm wrong. It looks really good. But we got pins on the elbows. What the hell is that? I gotta see. Is it the same as this one? No, because look, this Thor is pinless. Why do we have pins in these arms? These have to be the arms from the Infinity War Thor, and it looks like it is. So the upper arms and the shoulder piece look to be the same, but obviously this arm is going to be different because it is a new gauntlet piece. But damn, the pins on the elbows when we get the pinless knees, but still looks really good. I don't hate it because it's all the same color, at least the gold and gold. So at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal, but it would have been nice if we got the full pinless treatment. But damn, this figure is nice. He's pretty lacking in accessories though, so no Build-A-Figure part, and then he comes with one fist for his right hand. So he only has the one hand where he can actually hold Stormbreaker. Then he's got the fist here, and that looks pretty good. And then of course we have Stormbreaker, but this is the Stormbreaker that we've seen released multiple times. We got this with the Bro Thor Build-A-Figure, and then we also got it with this Endgame Thor, the Warrior Thor, Fat Thor, whichever you want to call it. It is not the same as the one that came with the Infinity War Thor, which I think I actually like a little bit more because of the size and the silver paint applied to the blade portion, whereas this one is kind of the cheap like gray plastic, which really sucks. And then this is like super thin. The staff of it and how it wraps around the axe portion is nicer. I just wish it was a little bit bulkier, kind of like this is, but not a new Stormbreaker. We've seen it before. But anyway, let's get in for a closer look at this Thor. Okay, so here we have cross-eyed ass Thor, and that's only because of the helmet. This is a very wide portion there between his eyes, and because of that, the way his eyes look, it totally looks like he's cross-eyed. But I mean, I get it, it's on there. The eyes look good, the facial hair looks good. This is not a removable helmet or anything like this, anything like that. It is all one piece. The little wing portions of the helmet are a little pliable, so no big deal there. We get some nice metallic blue in there, metallic blue streaking around the top. Looking at his hair, all flared out and pretty cool looking. It's kind of sharp in some areas, nice wash in there. That looks really good, but it's going to hinder the movement of the head. Like, he ain't going to look up or nothing like that. He can look down, but up ain't going to happen. And it's actually on a ball hinge and disc, as opposed to the dumbbell joint that most heads have been getting lately. So a little bit different, kind of threw me off a little bit and surprised me, but this Thor looks really, really damn good. The blue looks awesome. That metallic blue I really like. We get some silver in there, a lot of black, and then of course the gold to match the armor of his arms and kind of throughout his suit, the gauntlet pieces and everything. A bit of red in there. Just came out looking really, really nice. But look at that armor. It just looks really damn cool. I'm really digging it. The pants have this crazy textured pattern into it, which just looks insane. And again, as you can see, pinless. Look at those knee pads, looking awesome. Look at those boots. Looking really cool. And then the shoes. Just looks awesome. Such a badass looking figure. Looks like just a little bit of gold on the back and up at the top. I mean, look how thin this cape is. You know, none of the other capes you would be able to do something like this. Not that it would stay that way, but it's cool that you could do that. And for a second, hey, look, it's like he's flying. It'll kind of fold back down on its own. But I really like the way it's designed. It is glued in there, so ain't no popping that off unless you kind of pop the glue, break it. It's going to look bad. If you want to switch out for a cloth cape, of course, cloth cape would probably be better. As they usually are, but I really like what they did this time around. I think it looks really cool. But I am just really, really liking the design of the figure. Just looks really damn good, and he's a really good size. We'll see how he compares to the Mighty Thor figure, the Jane Foster Thor. And I will do side-by-sides with the other Thor figures that we've gotten, the Infinity War, the Endgame, and the Age of Ultron version. There is a Dark World version too, but it's basically the same as the Age of Ultron one. But yeah, I'm really impressed. I really, really, really like the way it looks. When I open the Ravager Thor, that's when I'll see if that head could pop onto this one. So in that video, you'll see that, because I know a lot of people are going to ask. So it will be done in that video, but man, he just looks really, really damn good. But anyway, let's zoom out for his articulation first. Okay, so let's see Thor's articulation. So I kind of showed you the neck already, but he can look down as it is on a disc hinge. Looking up is definitely a problem because you can see he's got the long hair and it's all flared out and stuff. You can get full rotation in there. Not really a whole lot of pivot going on the shoulders. You got to just kind of work them a little bit. You can get them to go basically straight out. You can do a full rotation, of course, but you got to watch out for the shoulder armor there. It's a little pliable, so it doesn't really get in the way too much, but just be aware of that. Upper bicep swivel in there, double jointed elbow, like so. There, wrist swivel. and they do hinge, standard horizontal hinge here. Right also gets the standard horizontal hinge. The fist has the standard horizontal hinge as well, as opposed to the vertical hinge, which would have been better for wielding an axe. So on this guy, we get the diaphragm cut. So we get tilt to his left that much, which is pretty good. Tilt to his right that much, not bad. Tilt going back, decent, but it's difficult when you have a cape that kind of gets in the way there. And then you could see where the paint just stops, and I hate when that happens. Coming forward is not really a whole lot. That's kind of the big downfall with diaphragm joints. Unfortunately, there's no ab crunch or anything like that. There is no waist swivel, so we could swivel at that diaphragm cut there. Legs go out that far apart. The skirt piece kind of hinders a little bit. As you can see, it doesn't really want to stay too far out, and they kind of push back. He can kick forward that far, which is not a whole lot. Doesn't really go back, but you do have a nice upper thigh cut in there. Solid double jointed knee like so. And it doesn't look ugly. Nice knee pad covering that. It looks pretty good. No calf swivel or boot swivel or anything like that. Foot hinges down that much. Hinges up slightly, but the foot does hit the shin guard portion of the boot. Ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So decent articulation, not a crazy amount, but a little bit. So now let's see how he compares with the other Thor figures. Okay, so here are kind of the main Thor figures. When I think of Marvel Legends, the MCU Marvel Legends figures of Thor, these are the ones that really come to mind. This one and the Thor, the Dark World one, are basically interchangeable. It's going to have some color differences, and that's really it. The Infinity War one is a really nice one. I actually do like that Infinity War 3-pack version that came with that Team Groot, which got re-released in this wave. That's a solid one too, but this one I want to show because of the cape and the armor and such. But definitely a nice lineup. And then the Endgame Warrior Thor, which was a really nice one. But this new one is easily going to become my favorite because the size of the figure and the proportions of it just works really well. Like looking at this Thor, he's kind of slender and really tall. The legs are pretty thin. This guy, we get some nice thick legs on him. And his body, you can see, is a little bit wider, a little bit more realistic looking. Just came out looking really, really nice. The size of it is just awesome. Great job, Hasbro. So this does not look too menacing, in all honesty. It's yeah. But which does make for a better face-off is the Stormbreaker and the Necro Sword. I have a strong feeling this is going to be my favorite figure of the wave. And it's making me like it a little bit more because this is actually such a really good figure. Really well done. The proportions are awesome. The detail in the sculpt is freaking amazing. There's just detail and texture throughout the armor and everything. It is just really awesome. I can't wait to open up the rest of these figures. I'm very excited. Gore is still looking a little but this Thor figure looks awesome. But you guys let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of this Thor figure? What do you think of the wave? Are you excited for Thor Love and Thunder? Can you not wait for the trailer to come out like me? I don't know what's going on. We're waiting forever and the movie is only a couple of months away. It is just the craziest thing, but I'm excited. You guys let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.